Merry Christmas, everybody! And if you don't celebrate Christmas, have a good day. Please. So, I was going to do a Christmas video originally, if you remember from my announcement video. I just didn't know what to do. I mean, it's my favorite holiday. I just didn't know what to do for it. Like, I thought of maybe talking about specials, or Christmas movies, or snow, or I don't freaking know, top 10 penguins. But, like, these are all just generic video ideas, and I don't like doing generic video ideas. And if I do, I like to do a twist on them. These are just pretty bog standard. But then I realized something. I need to do a Christmas video. Christmas is my favorite holiday, not because of the presents or the food. It's because of just the general feel around Christmas. Just, it makes me happy. And if it makes me happy, it can't be that bad. I forgot what song that's from. And considering the year that we've had, we definitely need to be happy at some point. So I decided, okay, Christmas makes me happy. I want to do something about Christmas. What's the best way to spread Christmas cheer? To sing loud for all you can hear, but I can't sing well, so I'm talking about Santa Claus. Santa does not need any introduction. He is quite possibly the most well-known thing in culture because he's public domain. If you don't know what that means, it's a thing where you can use a thing without paying a copyright holder. You can use it free of charge. For example, Dracula, Pinocchio, Abe Lincoln, Zeus, Mothman, the Loch Ness Monster, the Frankenstein Monster, Romeo and Juliet, and of course, Santa Claus. So Santa being able to be used by anyone, and of course Santa being one of the most recognized things ever, he appears in a bunch of media. There's all types of Santas out there, the good and the bad. So for this Christmas, I'm going to look at the Santa that can kill me the fastest. I'm kind of a messed up person. So yeah, strongest Santa. Who could it be? Is it the one from Rudolph, who does nothing but deliver toys? Or the one from Elf, who does nothing but deliver toys? Or is it the one from Nightmare Before Christmas, who does nothing but deliver toys? I might need to not cover every Santa. Like I said earlier, there's approximately 6 million different Santa Clauses, so I can only cover so many. So I picked a small handful that I feel like may have a good chance of being the strongest Santa. I specifically picked 11 that are either ridiculously strong or just interesting. Rules? I don't freaking know. I'm not including evil Santas like Krampus or Jack Skellington or the Grinch. They need to be actually Santa in their universe. Also, while I am going to pick the most powerful, the 11 I'm picking aren't necessarily the strongest, maybe. There might be some stronger ones, but I do feel like I did find the absolute strongest. These just aren't like the top 11 strongest Santas or whatever. Also, while I picked the strongest Santa Claus, it does not necessarily mean that he would win a fight with the rest of the Santas. That's complicated. I'll get to that later. So, when trying to think of a stereotypically powerful Santa Claus, the first one I thought of was the one from Rise of the Guardians. This Santa, called North in the movie, is a pretty heckin' hardcore Santa. He carries 2 swords everywhere he goes, he has an army of Yetis, he can create portals to anywhere using snow globes. He has a robot that he created that can grant any wish it's asked, which often leads to the question, if he has a robot that can grant any wish it's asked of, why doesn't he wish for everyone to believe in him? That's how he gets his powers. Or why doesn't he wish, once Pitch Black comes into the movie, why can't he just send him to Brazil or something? Speaking of Pitch though, at the end of the movie he manages to get an entire town scared of him, along with covering the town in this giant thunderstorm. Like I said, the Guardians, along with Pitch, get their powers from people believing in them. So with the entire town fearing Pitch and later believing in North, that's an easy town level for him. Also, hypothetically, if the entire Earth believed in him, that would make him planet level, which actually isn't that big of a stretch, since the Easter Bunny changes the shape of the Earth to an egg. What I'm trying to say is, don't ask me to do the strongest Easter Bunny video, I think we have an answer. The Librarian is a show that exists, I think. I'll be honest, I never heard of this show before researching for this video, but it exists, and Santa's in it, and he is pretty ridiculous. Santa is considered to be one of the strongest characters in the show's lore, making him comparable to the dragons in the show. The dragons are responsible for every single earthquake that has happened on Earth, including the Valdivia earthquake in Chile, which is a 9.6 on the Richter scale. This earthquake was strong enough to create a tsunami and is considered country level, and Santa is above that. Also on Christmas night, the Santa becomes nigh omnipresent, as he exists all around Earth on that night. And he also knows quite literally everything about everyone, so he's very powerful. but he's not North powerful. I'd give North the edge if he's at his highest. Pokemon had Santa appear in a couple episodes. He's not really strong physically, though he mixed it up with his team. I see would if his team wasn't garbage. Throughout all his appearances, he's only shown to have 5 Pokemon. The first 3 are Stantler, Ponyta, and Delibird, which are all just complete trash. Jinx, who's probably his best Pokemon, knows the most confirmed news, but it's also back when Jinx was dark-skinned. And let's say about Jinx, the better. That leaves Lapras, who is actually a pretty decent Pokemon, though Santa's only knows one move. I was really hoping for Pokemon Santa to be like this god-tier trainer with like Suicune and Arceus on his team, but no, he's pretty garbage actually. Cartoons have a buttload of Santa appearances, so obviously I can't talk about them all. The one from Dexter's lab, for example, was able to fight against Dexter, who could survive his lab exploding, and later his sleigh was shot down by Dexter's plane, which destroyed Mount Fuji in an episode. But as insane as that sounds, he cannot hold a candle to Sonic. Not like Santa Claus from Sonic, no, just straight up Sonic. Specifically, Sonic from the Adventures of Sonic. Okay, long story short, in the final episode of Adventures of Sonic, Sally bought Sonic a bunch of stuff for Christmas, even though they agreed not to buy anything, and now he needs to buy her stuff, so he goes to the mall, but Robotnik stole all the presents, and also Santa, because why not? So Sonic beats Robotnik up, and he also delivers all the gifts since he can move so fast, and Santa appoints Sonic to be Santa forever. Sonic is now officially the new Santa Claus. In this canon, our Santa Claus is a super-powered fast blue rodent. But this isn't like some average, everyday super-powered fast blue rodent. No, this is like an advanced super-powered fast blue rodent. Very rare, it's considered a delicacy in Sweden. In a different episode of Adventures, Sonic destroyed the Warp of Confusion, which is a pocket dimension that contains a small galaxy full of stars. I think it's safe to say we have our new frontrunner. Have you played Puzzles and Dragons? I haven't, but there's a Santa in there, so let's talk about Santa and Puzzles and Dragons. Oh no! Santa in the game is a god/dragon type character that uses light and fire elements and can turn into the Holy Night Messenger. I have no idea what I'm saying! You know what I do know though? That I have found, thanks to this game, the single coolest thing in existence. Okay, listen, let's just take a seat. In this game, Santa Claus is backed up by Rudolph. And you are thinking, oh, he's like a reindeer. No. In this game, Rudolph is a giant freaking dragon with giant horns and a glowing nose. That's metal, dude. Like, screw it. Forget this entire list. This Santa is the strongest Santa solely because of Rudolph. Well, actually, Rudolph probably counts as a separate character. So how strong is this Santa? Well, in the game, he's very strong lore-wise, being a descended god, and should be comparable to another boss in the game. I really should look up how to pronounce stuff before filming stuff. I know, but this character, who was stated to have destroyed a planet before. We don't know which planet, but it's nowhere near as impressive as Sonic's feat. I'm extremely disappointed. I really wanted Dragon Rudolph to take the gold, but I guess he's not getting invited to any more reindeer games. Okay, now imagine this. What if Santa Claus was a robot? Then he'd be Robot Santa. It's not very creative, I know. Before you say he doesn't count, he's not a fake Santa. In the Futurama universe, this is just straight up Santa, how Sonic is Santa in his universe. So he counts. Robot Santa was designed by the Friendly Robot Company to determine who's been naughty or nice and deliver presents accordingly. However, a programming error causes Santa to be set way too high, and he invariably judges everyone to be naughty, except for Resident Good Boy Edward.
This is for you. A pogo stick.
As a result, he comes on every Christmas Eve to brutally murder every single being on Earth. He comes stacked with different Christmas-themed weapons like a sharp candy cane, ornament grenades, eggnog Molotov cocktails, and a laser-shooting Tommy gun. My favorite Christmas decoration. At first glance, Robot Santa isn't that spectacularly strong. He can punch through wood beams and knock out fry. He isn't very strong either. The reason he's on here, though, is this. He's just holding the Planet Express. It may seem like a normal ship, but no. This thing is ridiculous. This is the same ship that survived a supernova like it was nothing, and he's just holding it like a frisbee despite its power, and he's even taking its jet exhaust. Now that alone, while super impressive, is not enough to beat Sonic, but this strip can even get more ridiculously powerful when it wants to. It has weapons that can destroy the entire universe, and can even become fourth dimensional. With that being said though, those are only with specific weapons, so I'm going to leave Robot Santa at a large star level at his peak via holding back the ship, which again, isn't enough to beat Sonic. It's starting to look like Sonic is going to be the strongest Santa Claus. I need to pull out the big guns. It's time to talk about the two Santas you were waiting for. Maybe. I don't. Marvel and DC has Santa Clauses, that's what I'm trying to say. The strongest mutant in order to constantly one-ups Darkseid. Let's actually cover DC's version first. As I just said, DC Santa goes to Darkseid's fortress every year to deliver him coal. He tanks all of Darkseid's weaponry and can even outrun his Omega Beams, which are said to be unavoidable, though others have escaped them before. It was said that he can fight and beat parademons and other minions, but he's never actually seen attacking Darkseid himself. However, he should at least be semi-comparable to him considering all the attacks he took. Now, we only see him interacting with the avatar of Darkseid, who is nowhere near as strong as he is at his peak, but is still quite powerful. And he was able to stomp Superman, who in this continuity through the entire solar system was compressed down, because, as I've said before, comic writers are high 99% of the time. So, again, as extremely powerful as this Santa is, say it with me, he is nowhere near as strong as Sonic the godforsaken Hedgehog. Let's hope the world's strongest mutant can take him. So, Marvel's version of Santa Claus is, as said earlier, the world's strongest mutant. In his comic appearance, the X-Men get a notification that the strongest mutant ever has been detected, so they go to the building he was found in, and instead they find the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and they're like, hey, yo, we're evil, and we want the strong man too. And then they fight, and Santa comes in, and he's like, yo ho ho, homies, how's it going, bros? I don't know why he Santa that voice. And the Brotherhood is like,
don't turn me into marketable plushie, no!
And then the X-Men is like, hey bro, can you not? And then Santa's like, no, liberty blind, your memories are not mine. And then the story ends. So as you could understand from that perfectly explained story, Santa is the strongest mutant, specifically an Omega level mutant, and he has two main abilities, turning his enemies into toys and memory manipulation. This is the main reason why I clarified this isn't who would win a fight, but instead the strongest physically, because in all honesty, if all of these Santas fought, Marvel's might win. None of the Santas can resist his memory eraser or his transmutation, so he'd be able to take down every one of his opponents without having to throw a single punch. But in terms of physical strength, that's a little hard to nail down. Being the strongest mutant may sound like a lot. Remember that the story takes place in 1976, where most of the Omega level mutants weren't created yet. In fact, only 4 were. Jean Grey is really inconsistent power-wise, so instead I'll say him to the next strongest of these 4, Magneto, who stopped and reversed the bullet that was going to destroy Earth. Did I mention comic writers are high? Anyways, yeah, definitely strong, and with his hacks he could likely win in a fight between the Kringles. In terms of raw strength, gosh dang it, Sonic is still a winner. Life is pain. But I thought long and I thought hard, and I've finally found the one character that is the strongest Santa. It is, of course, King Dedede, baby! Let's go! Okay, just, no, we don't count cosplays yet. But even if I didn't include King Dedede, I have found one character stronger. Just one. And, okay, Sonic may be ridiculous, but he can't destroy a universe. This guy can. And that character is... I forgot. Let me check the script. Wait, why are there 2 names on this? Yep. Not only did I find a Santa that can destroy the entire universe, I found 2. And they're from the most random things you can think of. I'm talking about the Santa Clauses from Very Odd Parents and Earthworm Jim. I am not joking. Well, I don't want to have a tie, so let's dive deeper. Starting with Very Odd Parents. In the episode Christmas Every Day, it is revealed that the fairies give Santa their powers every Christmas Eve, and he basically becomes the strongest being in the Very Odd Parents universe. How strong does that make him? Well, a literal baby who nearly destroyed the universe and also put it back together without breaking a sweat. Claus and Wanda were officially stated to be able to destroy the universe, and every fairy must follow the rules, which would destroy the universe if it destroyed itself. Jordan can edit the rules as he wishes, and various characters have been shown to be able to harm Jordan. Well drained of some of his power, he was able to fight against an amped Easter Bunny and almost won, which, yes, sorry Bunny Mud, you do have a strongest Easter Bunny now. I apologize, I will not make that video, shut up. It's also worth mentioning his bag, which when used by Timmy was able to protect him from a universe-changing attack from Crocker just by hiding inside of it. Now it is worth stressing that he's only this strong when amped, and when he's not, he's just a normal guy. Though some episodes have shown Santa on days that aren't Christmas. I'm gonna chalk this up to just being an episodic cartoon. Who cares about continuity? Then there's Santa from the Earthworm Jim cartoon. Yes, that exists, and it's honestly pretty good for a cartoon based on a game. It can be quite funny.
Hey, you don't look like the president.
I'm one of those generic presidents they use on TV to keep shows from becoming dated.
Oh, well, pleased to meet you, Mr. Generic President.
Anyways, Santa doesn't do much in the episode he appears in, until the end, where Santa, or Pete, I'm not really sure,
If Christmas is in danger, welcome to my club.
reveals himself to be Wodan, the North God of Judgment, where he then beats up the main villain, Queen... Oh, frick. Okay. Queen, pulsating, bloated, festering, sweaty, pus-filled, malformed slugfur butt. That is certainly a name. The cartoon version of Jim can fight Rosebud, who is stated to have destroyed multiple universes, and even No Soul is standing in the middle of a Big Bang and recreated it. So, Santa can fight the Queen Persistum can fight Jim, and Jim can destroy universes. Transitive property is a great thing. Okay, I know I said this was going to be who would win in a fight, but I can't end with a tie. So, who would win in a fight between Earthworm Jim Santa and Fairy Odd Parents Santa? Well, we haven't really seen Earthworm Jim Santa do anything besides for beating up the Queen, while the Fairy Odd Parents Santa should have all the powers the fairies have, including sleep manipulation, age manipulation, time manipulation, summoning, and even transmutation and memory manipulation, the same hacks that Marvel Santa has. So, I can't believe I'm saying this sentence out loud. What a freaking society we live in. The Fairy Odd Parents has the strongest version of Santa. What a time to be alive. And there we go. The definitive answer to the question someone probably asked, who is the strongest Santa Claus? If I had to rank these Santas from strongest to weakest, I would go Fairy Godparents, Earthworm Jim, Adventures of Sonic, DC, Marvel, Futurama, Puzzles and Dragons, Rise of the Guardians, Librarians, Pokemon solely because of Lapras, and finally Dexter's Lab. And that's all I need to say. I hope you have a great life, a great knife, a great strife of the cloud variety, and I also hope you have a very Merry Kwanzaa. I mean Christmas, frick!
You'll holler and hoot till you come in a boot!